Hey Cancer, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve. We're going to get a message and we're going to answer that question. What is this fresh hell? Alright, so I've got the Dante's Inferno Oracle cards. We'll get a couple of these. Oh, the mower started. Hopefully you can't hear that too loud. Alright, so what is this? We have the Wrath of the Minotaur. The Wrath of the Minotaur. What is this Minotaur for you? We're going to look in the book. Alright, so it says Dante and Virgil descend a ravine into the seventh circle of hell, where they meet the dreaded Minotaur. It fumes in rage, and it's gnawing at its own flesh. Gross. Okay. So it's half man, half bull, and utterly fierce and bestial. The Minotaur is an ideal guardian for the seventh circle, wherein we find the souls of the violent and the cruel. This card connotes the dangers of hot tempers and rash behavior. It's tempting to take criticisms or opposition against us personally, feeling hate in our hearts for those who do not seem to appreciate our vision or our value. Try to take a step back and cool your head. See the present situation as an outsider. How has personal attachment affected your perception? It also talks about self-sabotage, reckless behavior. Alright, so something you need to pull back or rein in on your Cancer, or at least you're exposed to that kind of situation around you. So let's let's see what this fury is all about. Cancer. Alright, so what I'm seeing here, Cancer, is the Six of Swords, and it's kind of like you want to get something moving. You want to get something moving. You want to get away from some kind of discord. So there's a part of you here, Cancer, that seems like you want to get revenge or something. But it may not be as simple as that. It might be where you feel like you don't necessarily want to get revenge, but you want them to know how bad it feels. I don't know. See, the reason I'm just kind of on the fence is, like, in this deck, the pages here, they are the vampire hunters. Like, it's like you want to go out and hunt down and punish those that have hurt you or something. You know what I mean? Or hurt people that you love or something like that. Oh, you have 2 pages in a row. Like that, like the vampire hunters are out to destroy the vampires, right? But like in this deck, it's like the vampires aren't necessarily the bad guys, right? Like I usually read from the perspective of the vampire, not the hunter. Which, just that being said right there, goes back to what was in the book about the Wrath of the Minotaur. It's like, it's almost like you need to remove yourself in a way as being in it and seeing it from a neutral perspective. So, like, if there is this battle between like the vampire hunter and the vampire, right? You'd need to like pull out, rein it back, right, and see it from neither one of their perspectives, like from an outside looking in at it. Yeah, because then you'll know how to proceed. We have the Two of Wands here. A lot of times I see the Two of Wands as directional, where there's like two different directions you can take. And a lot of times you kind of already know which one is the right one or which one you want. But that makes total sense. What is this? Okay, so now we have the Handmaidens of Malice. So there's something else that we're adding to the mix here. What are the Handmaidens of Malice? So while attempting to enter the city of Dis, our travelers are harassed by the Furies, horrid sisters who torment the souls of the dead. The Furies announce they will summon the head of the Gorgon Medusa in order to turn Dante to stone, and Virgil orders him to avert his eyes. So it says here there are times when you must take a stand and champion the cause you believe in, and then there are times to get the hell out of there. What? That's not what I thought. I mean, that's not what I thought this was going to say. Weird. Okay. The Fury's particular brand of venom and viciousness cannot be contended with, and even the... so even Virgil seeks to retreat, sorry. It's good to stand up for what is right, but when these twisted sisters arrive, it's a sign that you would only waste your breath and your energy. Seek an alternate path and find some other place where your talents will be better appreciated. Wow. That is, that's kind of a big deal, Cancer, because up here, like, if you are dealing with being, like, unappreciated and, have a lot of contempt for someone or some situation, that you're, like, you're infuriated, right? Like, it might be... I don't know, it's almost like maybe there's a part of you that just knows that you can't really compete with it. Like, and I don't mean like you can't battle it and win, because you absolutely can. But it's more like it's futile. Like as if you were dealing with someone who is just super hard-headed or ignorant or whatever, and it's like they're never gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna change, or they're never gonna see it your way or whatever. It's like, it's pointless. It seems like one of those situations. And it's like you've been beating yourself up trying to find a way to make things work. Just makes you more infuriated. And then that fury builds up and it's like you want revenge or you're out for blood or whatever. You know what I mean? But really, there's a direction to take. And here, this is saying the direction to take is away from the garbage. I mean, it could be something like moving to a different neighborhood, or finding a new job somewhere, like, because you have a toxic workplace, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. Instead of constantly trying to make it work, rationalize, blah, blah, blah. You know? I know, like, I definitely don't want anything to do with the handmaidens of malice. Although I don't really like that they brought Medusa into it, because I think Medusa is misunderstood. So, I feel like I could read this card much differently depending on the situation. Alright, so we have the Hermit. Six of Sorrow. Just kind of telling me that you've kind of felt alone for a long time here. It's been a long time since things felt right in this area. Cool. So then we have the Empress. I kind of like this. Now this card says the barren wasteland, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a barren wasteland. It can't, like, that's that thing that's futile. It's like the sooner you realize that you're not going to be able to change everyone and everything, that you can just switch a direction, you know? Then you can get back to being like a truer form of Empress. You can nurture things again. You can grow things again. All right, so Cancer, this is your message. Take what resonates. I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.